Good morning. How is everyone? I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live on Tuesday, the 21st of October. Oh, the theme this week for our practice plan is standing. How we stand, when we stand, what are we standing up to? What are we withstand? What do we understand? In an asana way, postures, we will work a better understanding or practice an understanding in feet standing, hand standing, head standing, shoulder standing. And we practiced yesterday a little bit of kumbhaka breath, standing in our breath at the top of it and at the bottom of it. All righty. So come on in. Feel free to say good morning. If there's any reflections that you have on your practice, please feel free to share. This is an interactive space, so I'd really love it if we could share our thoughts and share any questions so that we can all benefit coming together as community in practice, walking together in practice. This isn't a one-way experience. It shouldn't be. I have no greater knowledge within my practice than you do, other than I'm working it inside of my lived experience, and then we all get to benefit from the sharing of that lived experience, but we could all benefit from your sharing of that lived experience. All right, let's come to child's pose. If you're new, maybe have a journal nearby, maybe writing down a thought about what is the focal point of your practice as it relates to standing. What does that word resonate for you? How does it resonate for you on a physical level? Have you been feeling wobbly when you stand? Do you stand enough? Maybe we're sitting too much. How do we stand in our heart? How do we stand in the mind? Maybe it's a little too busy. So maybe jot down a few things about, okay, where am I? Yoga means to unify, to integrate, unify, come together. And so bringing that awareness into what is going on is heightening and creating a little bit more connection of awareness about the state of our mind and our body and our breath. All right, we'll come to our hands and knees and find our child's pose. Maybe put a blanket down under your knees, some things you might want to have, blocks, maybe some blankets for a little extra cushioning or to snuggle with. Pillows, I use bolsters. You could order them. You don't have to. I have all different sizes. This is the main one that I really like, however. And we will come to come to our child's pose. So we'll bring ourselves to our hands and our knees. You could have your toes tucked or untucked, sinking the upper body down. Your knees could be wide, maybe together. Start to invite yourself to just be here. Not doing, just feeling. Not defining, just feeling. Feel your breath. Feel that bridge of your spine responding to the breath. Lengthen the arms forward, but try to keep your shoulder sockets in place. Try not to jut forward through the shoulder sockets. Spread the fingers wide. Let's breathe in as we come forward to hands and knees, feeling the arms, letting you stand on them, and sink it back into your child's pose, maintaining your length. Inhale it forward. On Tuesdays, we're a little more dynamic with movement. Please honor where you are in your body. Take pauses when you need. Exhale, sink it back. We're not here for a workout. We're here to connect and build awareness. Breathe in. Spend time with your breath now as we pulse this back and forth, standing and lengthening. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale it forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. We're standing on all four limbs right now. Everything from the tailbone to the top of your head is the bridge. How are the limbs supporting? How is the bridge connecting? Maybe work the tailbone back and forth. What wants to move, feel that pliability. Breath in, lift the hips. Exhale, let's step, walk the feet up in between your hands. Make a choice. Breathe in, half flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now feel the legs, stand in them. Push them deliberately, and then let them go as limp as you can. Push them deliberately, feel them straightening and squeezing. Exhale, soften. Let's roll the spine up to standing. We'll reach the hands back behind us, send the wrists down. Maybe hold a strap. Open up the collarbones, push the legs down, lift through the chest. Where are we still growing tall? Where could we apply more downward pressure? What is the bridge in the middle and how much space is there? Or is it tightening? Is it restricting, constricting? And forward fold. Keep your clasp. Lift the chest up halfway. Step the left foot back foot flat. Inhale, come up. Keep that chest open. Exhale, reach forward. Step the left foot up. Step the right foot back foot flat. Stand in it. Set up your base. Be intentional. Inhale it up. Offer the chest what's lifting. Exhale forward. Let's step that right foot up. Release the arms, lift chair. Choose where you want those arms. How are you standing? And does that just mean you're enduring being in the earth, or are you rising up toward the sky? Where do you feel that effort? What's keeping you anchored? But does anchored mean stuck? Let's reach the left leg forward. Feel that right leg standing. Bring that left leg down. Stand in the left leg. Reach the right leg forward. Whatever leg, sorry. Breath. Bring it back. Come all the way up. Breathe in. Reach. Lift. How does standing feel here? Are we exploring more length? More reach, more root, forward fold, release. Half flat back, lengthen, hands down, stand in your hands. Let them support you as you step back to plank. Lower through. Inhale, cobra, keeping the hips down, lifting through the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal those heels up and down. We make our yoga plan, our practice plan, what we are practicing. We set an amount of time. Maybe that's time per pose. And then we observe. So review right now. What did you observe? What is going on in terms of resistance, opening, new sensation, conscious and unconscious spaces? Good. Breathe in, push, extend, lengthen. Exhale, look forward. Now maybe you walk it up. Maybe you start to explore jumping it up because we're standing in those arms as we do so, letting them be our support. Half flat back, breath in, forward fold, breath out. Inhale all the way up. Let's lift. Hands to prayer. We're going to lift the left knee. Reach that heel. Tree pose. Bringing that left foot wherever you would like it. It could be up against the inner thigh. It could be down at the calf. It could be down at the floor. Feel your right leg stand in it. Not perfect. Feel it standing. Feel the left side of your right calf. Feel the backside. Feel the backside behind your kneecap. What are those areas doing? What's the front of your kneecap doing? How is your support system working? What does it need to do? What is it doing unconsciously? What is it doing consciously? What are your feet doing? Your right foot, the arch, the ball, each toe. Are you lifting off of it or are you dumping into it? Breath. Reach the hands behind. Find your interlace. We're going to release that left foot. Step it back. Back foot flat. Observe how you're setting up your base. Press into the baby toe edge of the left foot. Feel your hips. Feel what's going on beneath your hips. Feel what's going on just above your hips. Rise through the chest. Breath in. Exhale forward. Inhale it back up. Stand in the legs. Let the standing help you rise. Exhale it forward. Inhale, lift, sink. Exhale forward. Step the left foot up and come all the way up to standing. Release the arms. Breathe in. Hands to prayer. We're going to lift the opposite leg. This is my right. Did we move too fast? How are we securing our base? What's wobbling? What's adjusting? What do we get to know about the states of fluctuation in standing, in rooting, in rising? Can we put some energy and attention into the rise, feeling that bridge lift? Send that heel forward. What is going on? What's going on in the right thigh? What's going on in the big toe? What's going on in our eyelids, in our head? How about the breath? Find your tree. Do you need a break? Are there areas of the body that are asking for some attention, for some alleviation? Are things just new and different? Are they fatiguing? What's going on in the mind? Is the mind battering, ramming you with shoulds and buts? And one day I will, or I can't, or I want. And we'll find a clasp. Step that right foot back. Establish your base. Feel yourself adjusting the base. Don't try to stick it. Feel it. I'm moving that left foot around because so much tension had accumulated in that calf that I'm letting some of that energy out. Letting it dissipate. And now I'm ready to hold, I think. Baby toe edge of the right foot, right hip forward, growing tall, feeling the bridge, conducting the energy up from the base that I have created. I'm standing in, I'm learning about. Breath. Inhale. Lift the waist off your hips. Exhale forward. Inhale it back up. Rise and root. Exhale forward. Soften the toes. What is going on in the root of the feet, the arches, the heels? Inhale. Exhale forward. I'm going to step the right foot up. Release the arms, chair. Breath. Weights in the heels. Feet apart, knees apart, or feet together, knees together. Tailbone under. Where does the rooting begin in the body? Where are you aware of the pressing down beginning in the body? Where are you aware of the rising happening in the body? Where are we with the breath in the body? Forward fold, let the legs support you. Half flat back. Plant the palms, stand in them deliberately. Step the legs back, find your plank. Breath in. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, cobra, shoulders back. Find some ease in what wants to move as you stand in the arms and the hips. Stand in them, permitting the spine to rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out, walking your hands back to your feet. Feel each arm. Feel the upper arms playing a role in your support. Walk the hands back to down dog. Be in your upper arms. How much solidity do you need to help them out with? What is going on in the shoulder sockets? Breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back again. Feel the elbows and the lower arms. Breath. Feel, what are they doing? Walk the hands back. Feel the wrists, feel the fingers. Right leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Stand in those arms. Keep pushing down and forward. Stand taller in your arms. Stand taller in your hips. Feel the pressing down, allowing the rise to occur. Bring the right foot down, lift the left leg. Feel the down in the right leg. Now feel the rise. We don't root just to root. Rooting to root is like hiding. It's burrowing. Rooting for foundation allows us to rise. Where are we rising? Bring that left foot down. Look forward. Ready? You could either walk it up or bend the knees. Hips up, head down. Jumping it up, half flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Let's reach, maybe back bend. Heart lift, heart lift, heart lift. What's going on? Where does the pressing down occur? Where does the loosening occur? Where does the rising occur? Breathe. And forward fold. Half flat back. All right, so you might want to get a block or a or a chair. I'm just going to use a block. Find as best you can a nice even tabletop position where the arms are directly under the shoulders, the feet are directly under the hips. So as much of a 90-degree angle as you can in the body. We'll lift the left leg up behind us, chest forward. Now, where is your attention? I'm not going to tell you where it should be. Scan the body and ask yourself, where is my attention? What energies am I applying? Talked about the energies, the rise and the root, the bridging and the lengthening, in body, breath, and mind. Maybe reach the right arm forward. What's rising? Are we compressing, sinking, dumping? What's hard? What's incrementally changing, growing, shifting? And bring the leg down. Where's your attention? As it comes down, choose when you're ready. Mindfully lifting the right leg. If you're ready, left arm forward. What's the left leg doing? What parts of it? What segments of it? What are we experiencing sensationally and emotionally? And let's bring the right leg down, left hand down, rolling that spine up. Find a clasp. Inhale, lift and root. Make room for your breath. Don't overforce. Don't let your desire to feel or do something overburden, outweigh the reality and truth of where we are physically, emotionally. Good. We'll come back up to center. Let's release the arms. Lift the left leg. Extend. Now, maybe find a clasp under the hamstring. Keep driving the energy forward through the left leg. Be in both heels. What are they doing? How are they helping anchoring? And in that anchor, that rooting, something else gets to rise. Where can you feel it? Pull the leg a little higher. Good. Release, left knee up. Tree. Maybe change something about the tree. What's dumping, what's letting go in that right hip? Maybe you can reach upward through the arms, through the chest, shoulders rooting, front of the chest rising. Activating to let the bridge include the heart space having a role. The heart space being able to reach upward, to anchor upward. In understanding, kindness, stand in the right leg, stand up a little taller, stand, rooting with confidence. We'll bring the hands behind us, open up the chest, keep growing tall through the back of the neck. We'll release the left leg, stepping it back, change something about your base, maybe widen it, maybe lengthen it. Now feel the groin sinking down, root there. Stand there and rise from the belly button. What is the state of your root? Is it clenching? Is it forcing? Can we send down some of the kindness from the heart into our root? It doesn't have to be that firm. It doesn't have to be that rigid. Breathe into the open chest space. Let's reach forward. Release the arms, bring them down to the block or the chair. Stand in the right leg, lift the left leg. Maybe reach the right arm. Maybe lift both. Bring the hands down to the block. Bring the left foot down. Roll the spine up. Find the mountain. Be in it. Feel the equilibrium. Feel the rooting and the rising. Reach back. Find your interlace. Change something about your interlace. Press down through the feet, rise through the heart. Keep pushing down. Don't dump in the low back. Lift from the heart. Offer it. Feel the symbolism of you reaching and standing in the heart. Leading with the heart. Letting the heart lift the weight off of our root, off of our base. That's what our kindness does. It lifts the weight off of us. Good. And take it forward. What's changed about our relationship in our legs and our spine? We'll release the arms, rolling the spine up. Take your time. What are we noticing? What are we feeling as we come along the way? What are the sensations in your skin, your eyelids, your membranes? We'll lift the right leg and extend that heel. Where are we rooting? Where are we rising? Ask yourself right now, are you imposing a blueprint from someone else's body, from someone else's words into your being right now? Is there something that you could shift, adjust, modify in order for you to wear the skin that you're in on one leg with the other leg extended, whether that's an inch off the floor, whether that's higher? Now be willing to step to new edges of sensation with a kind intention. We'll find a clasp underneath of that hamstring. What does the bind do? Does it give us more solidity? Does that connection help us root, help us rise? Look at all of the intensity. Look at all of the ease and freedom. Give it some attention. Don't try to believe that there's no ease somewhere. Pull. Tree. Ooh, I'm going to step out of that and then find the tree. So finding that edge of my tolerance of an intensity of sensation. That's what I was experiencing. I know that my physical body could have just continued. So it was the mind. And that's okay. Bring your hands behind you. Maybe let that part go. We're going to step that right leg back. Feel the feet, feel the ankles, feel the calf muscles. What are those calf muscles doing? Press into the baby toe edge of that right foot. Open up the heart, sink from the groin. Root down. Imagine that it's on the earth and you're standing in it. How does that change the relationship of what's going on there? Can I root from a huge space of feeling? Or is there an amount of feeling I don't want to get into? Just look at it with honesty. You don't have to share it with anybody. This is yours. You're connecting. Breathe in, lift, exhale, forward. Be in the legs, be in the bridge. Hands down, hold your block, find stability. These arms are a part of the root now. Put the energy in it that lets them feel like they are supporting us, standing in that left leg, reaching up and back through the right. Stay here, maybe practicing with one arm, either reaching or at your heart center. Maybe you're playing with both. Explore. You could put hands down and back up. We're playing, we're feeling, we're building awareness. I've got a wall here. Good. We'll bring the hands down, bring the feet down, bend the knees, lift the chest, chair. Forward fold, move the block out of the way. Shake the head yes or no. Shake out the energy, disperse the energy. Feel your hands be your root. And let's step back to plank. Step back to down dog. Right leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. And we'll bring that leg down, left leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. And we'll bring that leg down. Let's walk the feet up about 2-3 inches. Feel the down dog, feel the trajectory of the spine. Hips going up, head going down. Feel this change. What areas of the body are we more aware of here? What are they telling us? Left leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Keep standing in the arms, stand tall, lift through the hips. Give some energy to the rise. Bring that left foot down, lift the right leg up. Keep lifting up through the hip, through the knee. Pushing down through the arms and the left leg. What is the spine and the neck doing? Bring that right foot down. Walk the feet up another inch or so. Legs as straight as they will endure. If you've got to bend the knees, bend the knees. Push down and forward through the arms. Hips up. What's changed? Let the arms support you and take some of that intensity out of the legs. Let the hips rise and feel that stretch through the low back. Let the low back rise up. All right, right leg lifts, point the toe, open the hip. Now maybe you can only do that the first 2 times. So just stay here with 4 on the floor if that's what you need to do. Bring that right foot down. If you're still with us, ask your arms, stand in the arms, drop the head down, have the faith. Stand in the arms, stand in the right leg, lift through the left. Good, and we'll bring that leg down. All right, let's walk the hands back to the feet. Find your forward fold. Good, let's come down to the knees. All right, I'm going to switch the camera so that it's a lot closer. And if you have any thoughts or comments about what we have practiced so far, go ahead and share that as I get us a little more acclimated here to seeing a little more closely, because we're going to come into Surasana. All right. We were standing in those legs. We were standing in those arms, working the bridge in those standing postures, the one-legged extended leg. What areas were getting fatigued? What are we learning about how we grip, how we don't trust, how we do trust? How integrated are we as a whole body experience in the standing? What certain postures make us have to build that awareness a little bit more? All right, let's shake the arms out and take the right arm across. Now you can hook under it. You could just hug under the shoulder. Just want to stretch this out and still grow tall. We're rooting down through the shins. The bridge is the spine, growing tall through the neck. Bring it out. Use the breath. And release. We'll find the other side, hooking, twisting, Breathing. And release. Good. Work the arms. Change direction. Work the neck. All right. So there's a root and a rise in all standing. We're going to come into Surasana A, or approach Surasana A. So I'm going to make a clasp. Here's how we would normally thread those fingers, all of them. Here I'm going to take this pinky, this one, and I'm going to, tuck it under. All right, anyway, I've got 2 free fingers right here, and I'm tucking the other one under right here. All right, so heels of the palms together. Extension forward. So it's almost like we're playing volleyball. We're gonna, well, I don't know. I played volleyball poorly. I'm 5 foot tall. I'm not gonna blame everything on my height, but I played volleyball poorly. All right. So as I imagine my serve in my volleyball. This is what we're going to keep. Okay, now bend this elbow up here. The elbow is bringing the knuckles under here. And look at that V, this V here, okay? So let's see if we can try to keep that shape. We're going to keep that shape as I bring those elbows here. Now I'm going to bring the very top of my head here. So it should look like this. And I'm going to bring the top of the head here. Now, if you're still watching, and please do feel free to watch first before you do, don't shrug down. Don't let all of the weight compress down, up. Remember the root and the rise. Once we've got a point of contact, we're instantly lifting up, not compressing down. Clasp, elbows, down, top of the head. Very top of the head, not your forehead, not the round part of the back of your head. Now, try to deliberately stand in the head, so feel that you're intending to press that down while lifting the shoulders up. Stretch your own neck. Now, observe where there's tension in your body. Are you white knuckling it literally? What are you experiencing in your neck now? Can you lengthen the bridge, the spine? And release. Come on up. Feel free to do some neck rotations. All right, that's where I'm going to recommend that 99% of you stay, especially since some of you have never met, never seen you in person. Change direction. Don't let this just be a perfunctory exercise. Really explore what's tight in the neck, what muscles don't want to move in certain ways, what muscles are craving and easy to move in other ways. Oh, can you feel crunchy bits? Can you feel vertebrae? Change direction. Is there a direction or a side where the neck is more easily moving toward? Areas that it resists. Notice balance and imbalance in the neck and the throat. All right. If you have seizure disorders, blood pressure disorders, please do not do this posture. Okay. Even if you have some eye issues like detached retina stuff going on in your orbs, the organ of your eyes, please don't do this. We'll come back to the prep if you're joining. Pay attention to the prep. It's like establishing the base. Just as we establish the base in standing poses in the feet, we establish our base. So we're standing on the forearms. We're standing in these clasps. And then the head is down. The head is really one of the last parts of this foundation. The forearms are taking more of the foundation, already applying the upward energy through the shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Now, if you wish to go further, and you don't need to, this is just something to start to explore and build awareness of, build familiarity. Feel the forearms. Feel the head pushing down. Feel the shoulders lifting up. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips down, dog. Letting the trajectory of the butt and the hips go up. Be in the forearms. Press both forearms down, not your head. Pull the shoulder blades up. Pull the tailbone up. Breathe. Up. Down in the forearms. Don't collapse. Put some energy in it. Take a break when you need. Fill up your chest cavity with breath. Don't tighten the jaw. Relax your eyelids. Maybe have the eyes open. And bring the knees down. Roll it up till we're sitting back on the heels. Work the shoulders. Acknowledge when tension was growing, when energy was collapsing. Try not to should all over yourself in your thoughts. Just say that was new and absorb that newness. Give space and grace for things that are new and unfamiliar, maybe even difficult. All right, one more time, either in the prep. That's just here. Either in the down dog in that space, or feel free to watch first. You may want to do this 12 inches or so away from the wall. Very top of the head down. Feel free to watch here. So we said the either or was here, knees down. Feeling the standing. Remember, this week's lesson is just standing, not how to get a headstand. This is how we stand, what we do when we're standing, what we withstand, what we understand. Tuck the toes, maybe lift the hips. Keep watching. And some of you may notice now, if you're wishing to explore lifting, right? So I'm walking the feet closer, growing taller in the spine, up, 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 up. Not down, up. Got to feel the forearms pressing down and apply up. So go ahead. This is not anything to be looking at. So absorb in. This is deeply personal. Understand your motivation right now. Maybe cycle back through the first two limbs. Non-harming, non-stealing, truthfulness, moderation, non-hoarding, purity of intention, discipline, contentment, self-study, humility. Make your connection either with the prep, bringing the forearms down, top of the head down, and just find the prep. Maybe some of you are exploring lifting the hips up, finding that down dog on the prep. Remember your energies, the root and the rise. The root and the rise. How is the bridge of your spine connecting both energies? How is it carrying that energy? With strain? Is it disconnected and wobbly and loose in the middle? Is it super tight and strained because it's trying to squeeze so tight? Do you have room for your breath? If you're going into that last emanation, starting to walk the feet closer to the face, lifting the spine up, the butt going up, the forearms pressing down, not your head. Draw the shoulders away from the ears with an upward accordioning of your spine, still with ease, breath. Remember your intention. Why are you on your mat? Find your breath wherever you are. Non-harming, non-violence. truthfulness, non-stealing, non-hoarding, and moderation. Be where we are. Feel what is, not what we are aspiring toward. Purity, contentment, devotion, self-study. One more breath. And humility. Gradually bring the knees down. Come into the ground. Find that security. And we'll come to sitting. Lengthen the legs out in front of you. Clear out any fleshy bits. Roll the shoulders up and back and away. Growing tall. What's rooting, what's rising. Stand in your seat. And take it forward. If you want to use a strap, go ahead. Acceptance. Contentment and acceptance. Is acceptance contentment? Are we always contented with what we accept? What is the difference in the contentment? How do we invite contentment right here? You embody it. Embody it in your toes, your ankles, your backs of your legs. Embody it in your organs. Embody it in your breath. Roll the spine up, still wearing that contentment. Find a bit of rise and a bit of root. We're going to cross the legs and we're going to do Tolasana for a moment. So crisscross applesauce. Because that's generally where most of us are going to be, all right? So crisscross applesauce, palms down, chest up, all right? So you could see, oh yeah, I was completely Dumpyville here. So now I'm sitting upright. I'm going to add the arms to help me stand. So keep the butt on the floor. Stand in the arms. Feel the lengthening that we're getting in the spine. Stand. Use each finger. Stand, stand, stand. And release, but keep the spine up. Palms down. Stand, stand, stand. Lift the butt. Stand, stand. Breath. Don't push the feet down. Just be in the hands. Breath. What is going on? Shoulders down. Can you grow taller? Are you all the way in the down? Can you put something in the up? And lower. Good. We're going to come to the wall and swing our legs up the wall and get ready for shoulder stand. I'm going to use this wall. I'm going to change my camera now back to where it had been. All righty. So as I've said in a lot of sessions, and if you're new, do try to have a clear wall wherever you're practicing at home with no furniture up against it. I'm not saying you have to have a whole room that's committed to it, but as long as you have one clear wall, it doesn't have a lot of space. This is maybe about 3 feet. Actually, yeah, it's maybe about 3 feet. That's not very much. So you don't need a ton of space. I'm going to bring my hip up against the wall and swing my legs up against the wall. See if you can get the surface of the back of your legs up against the wall, your buttocks against the wall. And then feel yourself standing in the back of your spine. Legs are lifting, and let the body go limp. We're going to walk the feet down onto the wall until the feet are flat. So don't try to pull the knees to the chest. Just bend the knees until the soles of the feet are flat. Create a few inches of space in between your knees just to keep the legs in alignment with the hips. Gaze is up to the ceiling. Do not turn your neck. So let's just keep that there, nice and neutral. Arms are resting down alongside your waist on the floor. Feet flat onto the wall. Push the feet flat and scoop the tailbone under. Press your mid back into the floor. Press the feet into the wall. Curve your tailbone under. Press your mid back into the floor. So we're standing in the mid back and the feet. And observe what is going on in the groin. Maybe you're feeling a stretch in your low back. Press both shoulder blades into the floor. Press the feet into the wall. Curve the tailbone under. Press your mid back into the floor. Breathe. Feel the points of contact. Stand in them. What's going on in the middle? Does the groin need to be doing anything? Can you let it go? Breath. And slowly lower the hips down. All right, we're going to do that again and start to peel the back off the floor. Push the feet into the wall. Curve the tailbone under. Push the mid back into the floor. Now start to thrust the hips up a little bit. Breath, just a little. Don't straighten it. Breath. Bend the feet. Push into the wall. Shoulder blades. Push into the floor. Breath in the middle with ease. Unsqueeze the butt. And lower it down. Soften your shoulders. Is the neck and the shoulder area starting to tense, to brace, to get ready to be our base? Don't forget that in the supported shoulder stand, the legs still get to have a role. All right, so feel what's going on. Who's trying to take over a role? Who's trying to take over a function? Can we find balance and equilibrium? Relax your jaw. Feel your breath. Push into the feet, curl the tailbone under, thrust the hips up. Now walk the feet up a little bit. We're going to bend the elbows and bring the hands to the low back. Walk the hands up the back toward your rib cage. Lift your chin away from your chest. Breathe. Now, keep the feet on the wall. Can you rise through the hips to the ceiling? Can you try to pull your hips up to the ceiling? Don't just shove it with your hand. Don't dump into the neck and the shoulders. Unsqueeze in the buttocks. What are we feeling in terms of space, change of perspective, gravitational pull? And lower the hips down. Bottoms of the feet together. Let the knees fall open. Let the body go limp. Adjust the shoulders for comfort, arms for comfort. Be held. Receive the floor and the earth holding you. And we'll roll over to one side and bring ourselves upright to a seated space. So find your space. Maybe your back is against the wall. I'm in a half lotus here. You choose the comfort of where and how you want to sit. A smaller version of our standing, more base on the bottom body, pressing down. Feel the ease with which we can rise when we have a broader base. Practice your rise, practice your root, and do it with ease. Practice ease in your eyelids, your face, your tongue, your jaw, your nostrils, and your breath there. Stand in ease. Feel your mind wrap around ease, rooting into it with ease, rising from your ease in your mind. Let your thoughts elevate with ease. Let your thoughts root and settle with ease. A single Om if you wish to join. Wide open throat, conducting the sound. We root and we rise and we let that sound emanate from that bridge in the middle. Deep breath in. Sit and reflect. Did you try to control that sound? Were you critical of yourself of that sound? Did you let yourself feel parts of the vibration of that sound, or did you block it? Again, deep breath. Sit with the truth of what's going on in your physical self, in your breath self, in your thinking self. Hands to the Anjali Mudra if you wish, holding your intention close to your heart. One single aspect that has really been shining through in your practice today. It's yours, deeply personal. Hold it close to your heart and carry that lesson with you off the mat, into the world. All of the love and kindness in me recognizes and is deeply grateful for the love and the kindness that's within you that you share. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining and working on your standing. I'll stick around a little bit in case there's any questions or anything you'd wish to share about your practice. Anything start to burn a bit in certain postures. And notice my left side, my left calf in that Warrior 3 was definitely having some feels. And I got to look at my reaction to those feels. We've been donation-based and serving community for 10 years. If it's in your heart or your pocket and you wish to offer a donation, we gratefully accept at paypal.me/justbeyoga. Yeah, please continue to come on back for our home yoga practice live. I hope that it's serving you well. If there are questions, if there are thoughts, advice, directions that you'd like to see us go, contribute your ideas. Let's make this a community effort, an integrated and interactive community effort. You have a pic to send me. Okay, Claudia, off to an appointment. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your practice. I'm deeply honored. Namaste.